Poetry can be sharp and incisive. It could be something that invites you to ruminate. It could be something that is affirming. It could be something that inspires joy. And I believe that that's what, visual art has the capacity to do. My name is Larry Ossei-Mensah. I'm a curator, and I'm also one of the co-founders of the collective ARTNOIR. ARTNOIR, in collaboration with UBS, is presenting the Poetics of Dimensions, which will be on view at the UBS Art Studio during Art Basel Miami Beach 2023. It's a group presentation. It's thinking about how an artist using material to tell their stories about memory, about ritual, about history. It's a super exciting presentation. We're going to be showcasing 4 artists in the convention center: Nari Ward, Sonia Gomes, Melissa Joseph, and Anthony Akinbola. And that'll be coupled with a presentation in the Soundscape Park on 17th Street near Washington, not far from the convention center, where we'll be presenting the work of Julianknxx. And so what I love is that all the artists are using different materials that are found in their environment, in their community, things that are familiar to us, and transforming them into these incredible art pieces.
It's about taking them on a journey. The whole idea of transformation is all guided by taking this material, bringing it somewhere meaning-wise, conjuring a way for the viewer to want to go and invest their own ideas into thinking about what's being expressed. My name is Nari Ward. I'm a visual artist, and I primarily do art installations. And I thought about the shoelace as a line, and how do you take this line and use the line in a way that is very recognizable, but as a tool of depiction. I try to create as many different possibilities in terms of formal dialogue, in terms of the material, in terms of the history of the text. So that layering, for me, is a poetic adventure.
I started working with the durags a couple of years ago. I think the importance of working with non-traditional materials lies in this element of like being a front runner in whatever it is you're doing. And there's no real model for you. It's like you're approaching new frontier. My name's Anthony Akinbola, and I am a Brooklyn-based artist. I use ready-made objects because I think they're powerful devices. The thing with ready-made objects is that everyone kind of has a relationship with them. And for me, I've always kind of liked the critical thinking aspect of like, how do I repurpose this material? I think the collaboration between ARTNOIR and UBS is important because it really pushes forward a cultural conversation that is kind of all about giving back to the public that is interested in art and these conversations.
I think it's important to have people that are questioning and challenging the norms or the hierarchies that exist around Western art. My name's Melissa Joseph, and I'm an artist. I make work with felt. I use felt in my practice because it's a material that's associated with craft. It was one of the first things that I was able to do as a kid that was creative. When you are part of a population that is maybe a global majority, but is definitely not the majority when it comes to defining hierarchies and structures within the art system, I think it's really important that those voices get space next to the other, so that that's where the dialogue happens. When we can show our work that is using materials that are not normally in those spaces, we are challenging people to redefine what fine art is, or who is allowed to be in those spaces, and what are the terms.
Collaborating with UBS, we really wanted to make this a purpose-driven effort and really, collaborate with a brand or an entity, an organization that's been committed to supporting artists. It's very much about a tactile experience and giving people the tools to really think critically. Trying to show the multidimensionality that artists use and the different strategies they use, and that you don't have to use kind of like a traditional way of art making in order to make something beautiful and impactful.